everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Jen. This is Bookmarked by Jen, and I'm really excited. It's been a while since I've been able to say this, but I have a little bit of a haul for you guys today. Guys, I have a little bit of a haul for you guys today. I know! I'm a little bit excited. It was my birthday month in September, so you know, I did a little bit of spoiling, a little bit of splurging. I don't get to do that very often, but I'm excited for what I have to add to my collection, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's just get started. I don't really have any rhyme or reason, so I'm just gonna pick some books out and go. I do, as with I feel like all the hauls that I've done on this channel, I do have a mixture of books that I've already read and then books that I haven't read. Books that I haven't read, I get a little scared about buying ever since I bought some books in a series that will not be mentioned that disappointed me. And I feel that I had wasted my money on those because I have no desire to continue on or read the series. So I am a little hesitant when buying books that I have not read before. However, I do feel confident today in the books that I have here that I have not read because I either A, really like the author and basically anything they write I will buy, or I trust the people who have read these books and I trust their opinions. So that being said, we're going to get into it. I do also want to mention that every book that I have here, I will link down below for you as well. So if you're interested, there you go. All right, enough babbling. We're going to go ahead and get started because this first book that I have in my hands, I'm really excited about. I've been wanting to read it for quite some time. It's been well over a year that I've wanted to read this. But I don't know, like, let me know in the comments down below if you're like this. There are certain books I just get a feeling about that I have to read it physical copy. Are you like that? Or am I just like the weirdo that does that? And it's only like certain books. I'll just get an intense feeling. I have to read that physical copy. And this is one of those, and it is the Mindfuck series by St. Abby. It's gotten a lot of hype here recently, but I think, who was it that turned me on to this? Mary from More to Mary. I'll leave her channel down below if you haven't watched any of her videos. She's fucking hilarious. I absolutely love her. But she turned me on to this over a year ago, and it was one of those that immediately I was like, physical copy. I need a physical copy. Well, here I am, over a year later, and I actually have a physical copy in my hand. So I'm really excited about this. I think I don't want to know too much about it. Obviously, I know it's a woman serial killer, which definitely, like, that is what piqued my interest. I think there's 5 books in here, but it's a bind up of all of them. I'm really excited about this one. This might be an October read if I can get my shit together. It might be. We'll see. It's definitely, I feel like I'm going to read it before the end of the year. So, that being said, another dark-ish read I have is Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. So this is the prequel to the Cat and Mouse duet. If you've read those before, and if you haven't read this, you're not missing anything. Like, you can still go into the Cat and Mouse duet without reading this, because this is about the Satan's Affair carnival that is in the first book, Haunting Adeline. But this is a little prequel to Sibby. And if you don't know who Sibby is one of my favorite characters. Honestly, I feel like she is my favorite character of the Cat and Mouse duet. She definitely made Hunting Adeline for me, especially because it was such a dark read. She was the comic relief. Now, I say that, but like, she is a dark bitch, but I love Sibby. I cannot. Oh, it's like really glary, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down. But Satan's Affair. It is a little novella. What was I saying? So, yeah, Sibby just makes me laugh. And honestly, like, I cannot wait for H.D. Carlton to put out that Sibby's book is coming, her and her henchmen. I'm really excited about that, obviously. One of my favorite characters. Next up, we have, do I have any more by this author? No. What? I thought that no. Okay. Credence by Penelope Douglas. I remember when this came out. I've read it. I loved it. It's Penelope Douglas. You know what I mean? Like, it is quintessential Penelope Douglas. I absolutely love her writing, and I love how she has such an array of books from, I wouldn't say like lighthearted, but on the tamer side, all the way to a little taboo, to mildly taboo, to very taboo, to just extremely dark. I love that you could be anywhere in your romance journey and find one of their books that fits your needs. Does that make sense? But I didn't have this in my collection, and there it is. I need to move faster. This one I am extremely excited about as well. Actually, these two I'm extremely excited about. I did not have a copy of Dark Notes by Pam Godwin. Let me tell you, I think that this one is my favorite so far from her. It was just beautifully written, and I love the way BDSM was done in such a way that it was healing. And it's such a beautiful story. I was looking for a teacher-student romance. I was in my teacher-student romance era. Actually, I mean, let's be honest, I'm always in a teacher-student era, but I had just come off of Off Balance, and I needed some more teacher-student. I read Lessons in Sin. Absolutely love that one. Father Magnus for the Win, which I do have a copy of that, but I didn't have a copy of Dark Notes, so check. Trigger warnings though, if you haven't read this one, there are certain scenes that could be hard. Rolling right into another Pam Godwin, I have Sea of Ruin. This is one I have not read, I know, but another one that I immediately saw and was like, I need a physical copy of that. I want to read that physical copy. So again, it took me a minute, but here it is. I actually immediately wanted to go into this after I read Dark Notes last year, but I wanted a physical copy of it, so I've waited. Pam Godwin is definitely one of my favorite authors. She became like a go-to very quickly. Her writing, I love her writing style. I love the way she weaves stories and how she makes you like, you feel like you're going to hate a character, but then she redeems them. I'm really excited to read this one. Pirates and love triangles and yumminess. Oh my. Oh my. What else do we have? Ooh, okay. So as you'll see, I moved my shelf around. Okay, so it's like up here. But if you'll remember back here at some point I had the Something in the Way series by Jessica Hawkins. I only had books 1 and 2. Well, I've completed the collection with books 3 and 4. And so I'm really excited to put these up on the shelf because now I have, don't hurt the book. Now I have the completed collection. This is one of my favorite series. You guys, have you read the Something in the Way series by Jessica Hawkins? If you haven't, like, why? It's so good. It's so angsty though. It is so slow burn, but it's just so good. Like the connection between these two. I love it when you feel the angst, when you feel the connection. You're not just told about a connection, but you like literally feel it. You feel it for Lake and Manning for sure. So books 3 and 4 going on the shelf. Hawk by Jessie Hall. Okay, you guys, I just read this book. Was it in August? I don't know. My months are bleeding into each other. Oh my god. So first read by Jessie Hall. Absolutely fell in love again with her writing. I wanted to devour everything from her. I can't believe I didn't like buy more from her. This book is amazing. And I just had to have it in my collection. Hawk, Cameron, oh, have you read it? Did you love it? So good. So this is weird for me. You know, typically if I buy a series, like I start, you know, consecutively, 1, 2, 3, etc. I didn't do that here. So I want to collect the Perfectly Imperfect series by Neva Altaj. Love this series. It's a mafia series. They're very short, but jam-packed with information. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she takes a book that is less than 300 pages and puts so much into it that you feel like you're reading a full-length novel. I don't know, but they're amazing. I love all these couples, but I think what I did was I like bought two of my favorite couples. I of course will get all of them at some point, but I think I just wanted like my favorite couples. So I have book 2, which is Broken Whispers. This one is Mikhail and Bianca. I mean, so good. This is probably going to be really glary too. And then I also got Stolen Touches, which if you watched my Finally Fall book tag, which is up, I'll leave that down below, Mylene and Salvatore. This is, I mean, it ties into the rest of the series, but it is also, unlike the series, a little bit darker undertones to it, but just such an amazing read. They're all just really good reads, but again, like the connection between these two. So yeah, I started off my collection with 2 and 5 instead of 1 and 2. It happens. Moving right along, and not too many more, so let's just jump right in. Oh, I do want to mention, I don't have it here because it is a pre-order, but I did also pre-order Hopeless by Elsie Silver, which is the always do that, which is the 5th book in the Chestnut Springs. It is Beau's story. I am so excited. But I wanted the people cover. I'm not a big fan of the discreet covers. They're beautiful. I like my people on them. So I was waiting to pre-order that one, which I have. I obviously just don't have it here. But I did want to finish another series. No, like that doesn't make sense. I wanted to complete another series that I had started. I am a little irritated though because I have to repurchase the first 2 books that I bought. So last year I bought books 1 and 2 in the, I always forget, the Broken series by Chloe Walsh. After reading Binding 13, I immediately fell in love. Then I read Keeping 13, and then of course the next 2 books. But Chloe Walsh, like, I love her writing as well. We know this about me, and I wanted to read everything by her. So I picked up the first 2 books in her Broken series last year, which was Break My Fall and Fall to Pieces. Really pretty covers. But then they got discontinued because she got picked up, and unlike some other authors, we didn't get notified. So I wasn't able to purchase 3 and 4 in this collection. So I had to purchase 3 and 4 in the new collection, which are still pretty, but they don't match. So I'm just going to have these 2 as like the first editions, and then I'm going to have to repurchase 1 and 2 in these covers because, you know, us book people, like they just have to match. We can't have, it's not right. You know what I mean? Like they have to match. But regardless of that, I have the full series now, so I can still read the full series. I just need to, for aesthetic purposes, repurchase 1 and 2. But now I have 3 and 4, which is, oh, they don't have the numbers on them either. So, like, I don't know. Okay, so I'm assuming it would be Fall on Me and then Forever We Fall. That makes sense. So, but yes, now I have the full series, and now I can read this because I obviously was not going to start reading 1 and 2 and then not have 3 and 4. It's just, you know. Okay, the last 2 books I have not read, and I'm really excited for. So I have Between Hello and Goodbye by Emma Scott. This cover, though, is absolutely gorgeous. This does have some hype around it. I believe, who raves about this? Honestly, everybody raves about this, I feel like, but who made me want to read this? Sam. Sam from Sam Reads a Little. She made me really want to read this. It's actually not as long as I thought it was going to be, so I'm really excited to read this one. I don't know too much about it. That is okay. I really don't want to know too much about it. But again, like, look at that cover. Ugh, it's gorgeous. And last but not least, my friends Mandy and Jessica from Bestie Book Reviews, they won't shut up about it in such a good way. And it made me, like, I need to read this, which is Lyrics of Her by Karen Crompton. Thank you to Jessica and Mandy for bullying me to want to read this. because I'm a little excited. It is, I know it's a rock star romance, and that's about all I really need to know, is it's a rock star romance. I love me a rock star romance. My man is tatted up on the cover. Another plus. I'm here for that. So that is it. That is my little book haul for you guys. I'm really excited to put the books that I've already read on my shelf, to read the books that I haven't, and then to tell you all about them. So there you go. So that is going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, all books that I talked about today will be linked down below in the description box for you. Before you leave, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I will catch you on the next one. But until then, happy reading. Bye.